Here's a little final look on everything that happened. I mean, the entire shop flooded. Not gonna be not gonna be cash money to clean up. So, the shop has been flooded. If you guys have missed that, I made a little recap of exactly what happened. As you can see, some of it's clean because I was testing something out. But man, this shop, I mean, the whole thing, I'll show you a clip, the whole thing was flooded. At least 2 inches of water across the entire shop, and it brought dirt from what was behind the shop through the walls and all this. So this has to get clean today. Look at this. It looks like a topographical map, dude. It looks like I'm looking from the north down to earth right now. This has got to get cleaned up. And when I tell you this is not a job for Moppy Joe, this is not a job for Moppy Joe, damn it. When I say I done did tried, shoot, I tried. The first time this shop flooded about 6 months ago, we were able to control it pretty well. It flooded about to like right here, but this time like the whole shop is done. It took me about 3 or 4 hours to just mop like from here over, and I started mopping about here yesterday, and there's so much dirt. There was so much dirt and so much mess that I was just sloshing it around, so I was like, I need some professional equipment to do this. I wasn't going to make a video of mopping, but I rented something really cool, and I know you guys are big into like satisfying videos, so let me show you what in the world I got. Sucker right here is a 1982 Clark Vintage 17. Fully electric, equipped with several cool gadgets. Whole ass engine bay and sucking device to suck up all that nasty water on the floor. Nice little drain valve right here. Reservoir to hold water and or soap of your choice. 17-inch disc to get that crap cleaned up. And a whole bunch of badass. It's even got, hold up, yo. Son, it's even got a koozie. Shit. This thing's fully electric, and it's fun and easy to use, but most of all, it's really satisfying. It's pretty cool how it works. It spits out water and soap or whatever you put in, mostly just water. I need to refill it with water. But it spits out water through where this disc rotates around. Spits out a bunch of water and soap, makes a huge mess, and then this right here, you let this little lever down. That's a squeegee vacuum, boys. I'll show you how it works. We need to do a couple things first to take my monster off and get this sucker refilled up with some water. This is what the whole floor looked like before. And with one little wipe of this thing, I mean, it's pretty clean. You can tell where I mopped. That's where I mopped. I had most of this cleaned. And then you can tell where this little guy worked. So much shinier. This thing got a goddamn kickstand. Oh, this is gonna be gross. Please don't touch my hand. Ah, gross. Look at all that. Look at all that nastiness. It's literally just dirt from my floor. Fill her up with your favorite kind of water. Purified, distilled, or hose. I've got quite a large amount of Simple Green in there. The reason I'm using Simple Green is because it's actually a neutral pH. It's not like a promotional thing or anything, but it's really good for cleaning polyaspartic floors especially, but also just like epoxy. You can't use acidic or like stuff like orange wipes and stuff on these kind of floors because it can actually do long-term damage. I guess I gotta clear out some stuff. Look at this, dude. Okay, so here's what's dumb. So we obviously finished up the R32 giveaway. Bought a Saibon trunk and hood for it. Saibon said that they had it in stock and it would be shipped in time. Then a week later they said, nope, won't be there till like June or July. So we canceled the order. Then I got a Saibon trunk sitting here, so I guess I gotta ship it back, but the box got destroyed from the flood, so I gotta rebox it, or just keep it from the R32 that I get in the future. All right, boys, it is time to operate Bessie. You have a little lever. Oh, set it down, that's your vacuum. It's actually pretty easy. You got 2 triggers, you got 1 trigger on each side. I don't really think they do anything special. One thing that I didn't know was it's like super offset, so if you look, you can actually see the disc right here, and then you can't see the disc right here. So the disc is actually like right here, so you don't just drive in the middle. Turn on the scrubber, turn on the vacuum, and cinder. It's sucking up the water. It's sucking up the water. It's sucking up the water. So it makes a big ass mess, scrubs and polishes. It's a very wet floor, so death is imminent if you do it too fast. But yeah, it just soaked all of that up. You would have to do 2 or 3 times over for mopping to get this sort of effect, like an actual shine. Whenever you mop, it really just sludges things around. You constantly have to change out your water and soap, and you constantly have to change the actual mop itself, and it kind of just does this sort of thing. So here we go. I'm gonna put my GoPro on and just get going. I have a time crunch. I gotta get this done by 3 o'clock today, so I'm gonna turn on some Invent Animate, some good old jaunty music, and have fun. Point of life. No matter how crappy life might be, have fun today. So my consensus, it did a pretty good job. That took about 10 minutes, but I can tell that the pad is getting dirty. You can see some streaks in here, and all you have to do for these is just flip them over, actually. It's kind of hard to be absolutely perfect, so you're gonna have some skid marks and stuff like that. And so what I'll do for stuff like this is just come back with a mopper, but that took like 10 minutes or so. I got caught up a few times with my extension cord, but just because I'm going around a skyline, I probably shouldn't have put it right there. But now I'm gonna start doing the main floor. I'm probably gonna lift up the IS300, which by the way, I've been working on kind of like once a week for 30 minutes a day, but I'm getting close to that. If all this mess didn't stop me from working so much, I would have had this car done. Jaron would have been here and driven it. I would have had my Evo turbo stuff done, and I probably would have this car running, but that's gonna be soon. Gotta get this clean first because my OCD's driving me nuts. Some good tunes. Clark Vintage 17. What a good day in the shop. Oh, gross. That'd be nice. Eh? A little bit. Oops. What am I doing? Oh, here we go. Just realized my GoPro has not had an SD card in it the entire time. I've been wearing a GoPro for an hour and a half now. My goofy ass been doing it for no reason. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. There we go. There's so much dirt right here that I'm gonna have to go over it like twice. Like there's an 1/8 inch of dirt right here. I need me one of these things, dude. This thing is amazing. I've obviously got to sweep out the leaves. I mean, this is all stuff that just blended into the floor. I didn't even see all these leaves and stuff here. I just sweep it out that door right there. Look at the rest of this now. It still looks like, you know, a bunch of crap just flew in here. But if I sweep everything out, it honestly doesn't look horrible. It probably wouldn't hurt to finish everything up and then change the pad one last time and go over this again. And hopefully I'll have time to move some of this stuff off the wall, but that might not be doable. The nice thing is a lot of this stuff that's like left over is super easy to mop and it's like very easy to clean, so it's not a huge deal. I still need to do both of the bays. That's gonna be kind of a pain because it's kind of hard to go around the posts and stuff, and I've got to move a lot of crap around. And I got a bunch of tools in this bay because I was working on the IS300, but I'm gonna sweep this out. It'll look really good, and then I'll probably just hand mop all of this. Let's get this stuff cleaned up and keep going. life gives you lemons, don't eat them because it tastes like but they're pretty good in a cocktail. Sometimes with the right attitude, you can sprinkle a little sugar on them and make them taste better. Maybe that's what I should have said. Don't listen to me, boys. We're getting pretty close. This, at least for the most part, is like, it's clean. It's still got some like, it's like a satin sort of sheen, indicating that there's still some dirt. Now I'm gonna finish up this part, because it's the only part I actually haven't done yet. I didn't end up, for the OCD people out there, I didn't end up doing all of this little bay because it's just gonna get more and more dirty as I continue to work on the Lexus. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys, for all you guys out there that think I'm being overly sensitive, your drywall gets soft and starts cracking really easily. Like I barely bumped this thing and it's doing that. Not only that, but there could be mold starting on the inside, so I gotta get all this cut up. So I got this bay cleaned up, that bay is moderately cleaned up, and I'm gonna have to hand mop a lot of this stuff and like around this lift and stuff like that, but everything's looking really good. I'm gonna go over with this moderately clean pad one more time and try and get as much of this area done as possible, and then we're good. Boys, when I tell you this is the dream, I mean, this is the dream. This thing's cooler than any of my cars, dude. I mean, I don't have a car that can do the duty of this beautiful Clark Vintage 17, boys. Definitely have to figure out a way to get it back in the truck because everybody abandoned me and I'm all alone today. But check it out. It is looking really clean. It looks so much better. That was a few hours of effort. Actually, what time is it? I think I started around 10 in the morning because I had some family over in the morning. Could have been more, and I will do more to mop around this area, but I'm always mopping the shop to keep it really clean. So it's not like I'm not gonna be doing that all the time. I'll probably come back tonight or something and do that. But man, so this thing cleaned up oil actually pretty well. Like there was some oil on the ground, sucked it right up. This thing likes to leak still. Don't even know how it still has oil in it. It's a Miata, so she's a little leaky, but this bay cleaned up pretty nicely. This bay, I kind of was testing the machine while I did this bay, so it's not as clean as the other ones, but it actually looks okay, and that's super easy to clean up. I'm really happy with how this turned out because this was so dirty, and because it's a darker, obviously it's a darker part of the floor, you could see much more. I wish you guys could like smell this. It smells so clean and good. I mean, it smells like Simple Green, but Simple Green also smells pretty good. I looked up one of the Clark 17s. They also have a 14-inch, and they're like $2,500, so I'm probably never gonna buy one. I did get a lot of this, pretty much as much of it as possible, but it's about to rain again, and hopefully my little sump system that I showed you guys about last video keeps a lot of the water out, and we also just paid for gutters, industrial-sized gutters that drive water that way. I don't know about you guys, but I love ASMR stuff. It's satisfying as hell. What I want you guys to take away from this, not only is it was fun to clean, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that would have had terrible attitudes about it today. And I'm not gonna lie, it absolutely sucks that I had to take a whole day, spend extra time, spend extra money on something that was not really my problem, not my fault. Could have been mopey. You can always be mopey. You can always be whiny and complaining. There's always reasons to look for a bad day. Everybody can have a bad day. In fact, everybody has a bad day. Guys, it's up here, okay? Up here is what dictates how your day goes. Yes, there's lots of things to complain about today for all of you and for me. But guess what? There's also a million things to be grateful for. I'm really thankful I even have a shop to clean. I could just have a teeny little one-car garage like I did years ago, but I don't. And this is one of the things you gotta do. Something I wish I could delegate elsewhere and not have to do it myself, because this is the second time. But that was pretty fun. It was a unique experience. However, I don't ever want to do it again, at least for a long time. So I just want you guys to know that your attitude, your outlook on your day is exactly how your day is going to be. Man, my floor is really clean. Like, I haven't seen it like this almost since we like poured it. This is amazing. Have a good attitude today, guys. I just want to encourage you guys in that, because it is really important. I'm the only one here. It's due back in 20 minutes, and I'm the only one here. I've had contractors at my house every single day for a month and a half now. actually for basically a year now, but now there was literally nobody here to help me load it into the truck. Tried to load it in, almost broke my back. So I said, nah, fam, gotta wait for somebody else. So hopefully I don't get extra charges for this. You guys, hey, have an amazing day. Helps me a ton, by the way, if you click subscribe and you turn those notifications on. So just please do that. Helps me a ton. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube only sends 3 notifications per day. So you have to like pick basically which channels you want notifications on. It's really weird, on an iPhone at least. That's I don't know. I was reading something about that. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys to watch. Again, it helps out a ton if you, 1, if you watch those videos, you keep watching my content, and 2, it also helps a ton if you subscribe and click the notif button. Have a good day.